Good morning. Welcome to COVID-19 day 3. Not self-isolating, just want to try something a little bit different, be inside, plus it's still a little too dark to be outside. So for the for the full body dynamic stretch, everything's gonna be done on the ground, either from a quad position, from lying on a chest, or from a seated position. Yesterday it suggested that if I'm moving too fast, to kind of watch the whole thing through, get familiar with it, and then come back and do it with me again. That's one option. And then as you guys do these, ideally do these videos, multiple times, you're gonna basically know the routine, and you'll be able to follow through nice and smoothly from start to finish. So we'll start here on the ground, hands and knees position. We're gonna work on the wrists. So we've got a few different positions that we're going to be at. So right now, it's going to put the hands flat on the ground here, and I'm simply just going to be rocking back and forth, nice and gentle, back and forth, stretching out those wrists a little bit. If I move my hands away from me, it's a little bit easier, and if I move my hands closer to me, I get a little bit more of a stretch. From here, what we'll do is we're going to turn the hands out 90 degrees, and we're going to rock side to side. Rock side to side, nice and gentle. From here, we'll do one more on each side. From here, we're going to turn the hands backwards, so bring the fingers towards me as much as I can. And this one, if you want to make it more challenging, I walk the hands away from me. Here, you're going to feel a big old stretch in this part of my forearm. Trying to keep those palms down and just rock back and forth nice and gentle. Do one more. Okay. And this last one, we're going to go to the back of our hands. So from the wrist all the way to the fingers is going to be down on the ground. And then from here, I can put pressure into the ground a little bit, and then also I can rock side to side just a little bit. This is going to be it's a pretty fragile position for your wrist, so just be nice and easy with this one. Just put a little bit of pressure into the wrist with this one. All right. So go ahead and just kind of make some circles, kind of get them feeling normal again. So from here, we're going to do some thoracic rotation. We're going to reach under the bed 3 times for 5 seconds, and then we're going to put the hand on the back of the head, and we're going to rotate up towards the ceiling. We'll start keeping that left arm straight. Got to keep that left arm straight, and we're thinking about pushing that right shoulder to the ground. So here we go. We're going to walk this hand through, pull through, hold that position really strong so this left arm is nice and straight. Right arm is pushed shoulder down to the ground, and relax. And then walk that hand through, really pull that hand through, trying to get that right shoulder to the ground. Left arm, stay straight, big stretch through the back. And one more time, walk that hand through, pull, and relax. Okay, take the hand. We're going to rotate up. So the elbow is going to indicate where you're going to be. Big rotation up. You're going to really pull through those shoulder blades and relax. Big rotation. Pull up, and relax. Big rotation, elbow up. Elbow indicates where, but really want to pull through that torso, through that midsection as hard as you can, and relax. Cool. We're going to switch. Right hand's going to go on the ground. Stay straight. Left arm is going to reach underneath. Pull yourself through. Try to get that left shoulder down to the ground. Pull nice and long. Good. And relax just a little bit. Then we're going to pull ourselves through again. Left shoulder to the ground as close as possible. Right arm stays straight and relax. And one more. Big pull, big rotation through your torso. Really feel that stretch throughout your back. And relax. Okay, hand goes on the back of the head. As I rotate up here, I really want to think about getting my whole midline here, pulling through and relax. And as I get to that high point, think about pulling my shoulder blades together, maximize that rotation, and relax. And one more time, big rotation, and relax. Cool. All right. So we're going to do quad position swimmers. We'll do 2 on each side. So I'll start here, post it on my right hand, and my left arm is going to do the work. So I want to make sure that I establish neutral spine, abs stay nice and tight, neutral spine, I want to continue to push really hard to this right arm. Keep it straight. Don't let it bend, don't let it collapse, nothing like that. So here, lift that arm up. Then I'm going to turn that thumb down. I'm going to backstroke, pull through that shoulder blade, backstroke, backstroke, backstroke. I'm going to hit that hip. I'm going to lift that arm. I'm going to turn that thumb up, palm out, and cross stroke, cross stroke, cross stroke, back to the top. Good. One more time. Really focus on trying to keep that left shoulder down. Don't over rotate. Hit that hip, lift that arm, rotate out, and then cross stroke, pull through that shoulder blade, pull, 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 and relax. Cool. All right, here we go with the other arm. Left arm stay straight, lift that right arm up, abs stay nice and tight, thumb up. Now we're going to turn that thumb down, palm out. We're going to backstroke, pull through that shoulder blade, pull through that shoulder blade, hit the hip, lift the arm. We're going to rotate that thumb up, cross stroke, cross stroke, cross stroke back to the top. Lift, turn that thumb down, palm out, and backstroke, backstroke, backstroke. Good. Lift, rotate, cross stroke, cross stroke, cross stroke, and relax. Cool. All right. So these next we're going to do all on one leg and then all on the other. So we're going to do a series of fire hydrants and then kickouts and then sweeps. And then we're going to do some hip rotations. All right. So again, we're going to do 20 seconds apiece. So establish a strong position, abs tight, neutral spine, and we're just going to push that leg out, the left leg out to the side. I want to think about staying nice and straight and tall on this right leg, and then not so much lifting that knee up, but pushing out as much as I can. Notice that my hips stay nice and straight across. Now we're going to lift and hold, and we're going to kick back at a 45-degree angle with that leg. So from my hip to my knee is going to stay relatively stationary, and it's just going to be my knee, from my knee to my foot, that's going to be extending out. Trying to keep that knee as high as possible. All right, now we're going to sweep. So from here, keep those toes down, sweep, belly stays tight, sweep, sweep, sweep that leg out, keep that core nice and tight. Good, and relax. Okay, so I'm going to do hip rotations on this leg. So from here, I'm going to drive the knee up, push out to fire hydrant, and then circle back to hip extension. Good, bring that knee down in reverse, hip extension, circle out to fire hydrant, bring it back down to starting position, drive the knee up towards your chin, push out to fire hydrant, hip extension, and down in reverse. One more. Hip extension, fire hydrant, and back down to starting position. Good. Okay. So now let's go to the other side. Again, 20 seconds piece. It's out of my way. All right. Fire hydrants. And begin. Again, think about more pushing just away from you as opposed to up. We don't want to collapse those arms out. I want to keep those arms nice and straight and strong. Keep pushing away from the ground. We don't want to be collapsing at all. Okay, holding that position, we're going to do kickouts. So again, continue to lift that knee as high as we can. And then we're going to be extending and kicking that lower leg. Keep that knee up nice and high. One more. Okay, we turn those toes down. We're going to sweep back and forth. Nice and tall. Try and maintain that neutral spine. Continue to push away from the ground, nice and strong. Pull those shoulders away from the ears. Okay, good. Now we're going to do the hip rotations. So here you're gonna drive that knee up, kick out to fire hydrant, circle back to hip extension, keep that knee 90 degrees or so, kick back to hip extension, fire hydrant, bring it around one, hip extension and down, kick back to hip extension, fire hydrant, bring it back to the beginning, one more time, bring it back down, or bring it down, kick out to hip extension, fire hydrant, and bring it down, good. Excellent, all right, what we got next? All right, so we're gonna go to a cross-legged position. And from here, we're gonna do three rotations each way. What we're gonna do is we're gonna sit here like so. So right now I'm gonna take my right elbow, I'm gonna drive it into my right knee, and from here I'm gonna rotate as hard as I can behind me, and we're gonna hold that position. So again, continue to drive that elbow into the knee, and then take that opposite arm and rotate, big rotation to that spine, all the way behind you. Ready? And begin, hold that position, push, push, push through that position, and relax just a little bit, and then push through, push, and relax just a little bit. So we should be really feeling that spine, get a lot of rotation out of it, and relax. The arm that's going behind you, we want to make sure that we pull this shoulder down so we're not allowing it to round or roll forward or anything like that. Nice and tall, pull that shoulder down, elbow into the knee, big rotation through, hold that, and relax. Good, big rotation, and relax. One more time, nice and tall. Really pull back into that torso rotation, and relax. Cool. Okay, so now we're gonna go to the prone position. We're gonna work on the shoulders. We're gonna do W's, chicken wings, thoracic, extension, all 3 sets of 15. All 3 sets of 15. So with this W here, I'll be lying down. I'm gonna have 90 degrees in my elbow right here, and the elbow lined up with the shoulder. Gonna keep those elbows in contact, and I'm simply just gonna lift my arms up. Now here we go. Pulling hard through the shoulder blades. Ready? And I want you to keep your head down. I'm gonna look up so I'm not talking into the floor here. Ready? And lift and pull. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and relax. And lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So really pivoting off those elbows. Try to pull really hard to that midpoint on your back. Don't let up. 3, 2, 1, and relax. And one more. Elbows drive into the ground. Lift those forearms. Lift those hands as hard as you can. Big pull through your shoulders and your shoulder blades. Continue to lift really hard. All the way through that midpoint on your back. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Okay, we're gonna go to chicken wings. So here I will, I'm gonna lift my arms up, and I'm simply just gonna bend my elbows, pull these hands in behind my back, pulling me up away from my body and towards my shoulders. All right, arms extension, bend the elbows, and then pull. Pull in nice and hard. Keep pulling those hands up away from the body, towards the shoulders. Shouldn't be an easy thing to do, should be pulling really hard. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Go back out to arm extension and shoulder extension. Go ahead, pull those arms in again. And pull in really hard. Pull away from the body. Pull up towards the shoulders. Keep pulling as hard as you can. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. One more time. Shoulder extension, arms nice and high. Pull those elbows in. Pull it nice and tight. Pull away from the body. Up towards the shoulders. Halfway. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Oh, damn. Okay. Final thing we're gonna do is thoracic extension. So, lying prone, start with those arms. I'm gonna bend so my hands are directly behind my head. And then we're gonna lift the arms up. We don't want the hands resting, so elbows lift, and then the hands are gonna stay just a half an inch or an inch or whatever above the back, the base of your neck, back of your head, sort of thing. All right. So again, try and keep your head on the ground while we do these. Ready? And lift. So from here, we should be feeling a big contraction all the way down your spine. As far as you can get it down your spine as you can. Get that contraction. Another 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Here we go, ready? And go. Lift those elbows, lift those hands. Trying to get a big contraction as far down your spine as you can. Really getting those erector muscles on the other side of your spine to activate. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. One more time. Ready? And go. Lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right. So we're gonna go to an L-sit position. So this is gonna be the final challenging thing, and then we'll do a few static stretches. So we're gonna be in this L-sit position. We're gonna do a bunch of different movements for our shoulders. So ideally, I sit up as tall as I can here, holding a nice, as long a spine as possible, taking the slack as much out of our spine as we possibly can. All right, so from here, somebody's gonna pull those arms back into a T position here, and then external rotation, so opening up those armpits, scooping, pulling back to those shoulder blades. And we're gonna do 5 repetitions. 1, pull hard through those shoulder blades. 2, pull hard through those shoulder blades. 3, pull hard. 4, pull hard. 5, good. Bend those elbows. From here, we're gonna rotate down and in. And then we're gonna rotate up and back. Focus on keeping those elbows at shoulder height. Down and in. Up and back. Pivoting around the elbow. Pivoting around the elbow, so the elbow's not gonna be moving forward and backward. It's gonna stay in a fixed position, right in line with your shoulders. One more. Good. Okay, bring the hands in down to the side here. We're gonna pull those arms back as far as we can, and we're gonna do 3 overheads. So here we're gonna press, continue to pull back through those shoulder blades as we push to the overhead position, and then come on down, nice and slow. Pull back through the shoulder blades. 1, as we push, pull through the shoulder blades. 2, pull back through the shoulder blades as we pull back down. Good, one more. Drive up. And then keep pulling back as we pull down. Good. Okay. We're gonna do swimmers, so keep that left arm in place. Pull. Hit the ground. Turn that hand over, crawl stroke. Left arm. Pull back. Do that shoulder blade. Lift that arm. Crawl stroke, good. 1-0. Turn those hands out, big pull, lift it up as tall as you can. Hit the ground, turn those hands over, pull back. Okay, so now we're gonna slow things down a little bit. We're gonna do some downward dog. Let's check the time. All right. So we're gonna do downward dog, child's pose, and happy baby. So just a little bit of each. So with that downward dog, push up into that plank position here. We're gonna drive back into downward dog. I'm just gonna hang out there. So let's bias the shoulders. So go ahead and bend the knees a little bit and really push yourself down into that deep shoulder flexion. Push your head down, push your chest down. Get a lot of shoulder flexion. Okay, from there we're gonna come back normal. And we're gonna bias the calves. So we're gonna bend the right knee, push that left leg straight, and then alternate, holding each for just a few seconds. So basically bend one knee, straighten the other leg, and then switch, bend and switch. Continuing to try and get that shoulder flexion. We'll do one more on each side. Okay, now we're gonna come back to normal downward dog. I'm just gonna hang out there for a second. Okay, from here, child's pose. So we can just sit back on our butt, just get as long as we possibly can, and just sit down into this position. Trying to get your body as close to the ground as you can. Sit your butt down if you have to, or if you can. You're gonna spread your legs a little bit. See if you can give yourself some more room to drop down deep into that stretch. Yeah. Just relax into it. Relax into it, trying to get everything as close to the ground as you can. Okay, and then from here, we're gonna go into happy baby one time. So lie on my back. If I can, I'm gonna grab my feet and I'm just gonna pull everything to the ground. So trying to get my butt, my tailbone, my lower back, everything as much as I can to the ground. If I can't grab my feet, I can pull my knees down from the outside, from the inside, or if you can get like a belt or a yoga strap around your feet and then pull down through this position. Just hang out and breathe. Press that lower back into the ground. Pull those shoulder blades into the ground. Get as flat as you can against the ground. Just hold us another 10 seconds and we'll call it. Excellent job. Really proud of you guys. Every day, hit it. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.